Hi Gemini, this is Samantha from Inside Star, and I'm here to give you your weekly read for the 16th to the 22nd of September. Hello, hello, hello. Hope you're doing well. This is a general read for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. And it won't resonate with all of you, okay? So take that into account off the top. This is a timeless reading, Gemini, which just simply means, just like the time stamp, whenever you're drawn to this video, and if you're drawn to this video, that just means there are messages here for you, so give it a watch, okay? Like, share, and subscribe. Love having you here. Love doing these videos for you. Comments, likes, and shares, they definitely let me and Facebook know that you like the reading, that you resonated with the reading, and it helps the business grow. So I appreciate those of you who do that. Thank you so much. If you want a more comprehensive idea of what the week, or, well, not the week, just if you want more idea of what's coming for you in the future, outside of looking at this, looking at your sun video, do check out your moon, rising, and Venus sign videos as well, okay? If you don't have a clue what your other signs are, check out astro.com or Cafe Astrology. Both of those are great sites for free birth charts. If you don't want to watch all these extra videos, I do offer personal readings. If you're interested in that, that information is in the description box below. Okay? So, I'm going to use the same cards I did last week. This is Law of Attraction Law of Attraction Tarot deck. And then I'm going to use this new deck of Oracle cards. This is the Enchanted map by Colette, Baron-Reid. I'll pull one of those at the end of the reading, along with your Angel Answer cards, which I'll pull at the end of the reading, okay? So without further ado, let's get rolling, okay? Shall we, Gemini? Thanks. Source energy, ascended masters, angels, archangels, guardian angels, and divine white light and spirit guides. I ask that you please provide me with the general messages and energies for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. I ask that you allow me to see these messages clearly. I ask that you allow me to speak them clearly. And I want to thank you. Oh, well, and I ask that all these messages given today help keep Gemini on their highest path, not only now, but always. I want to thank you for your love, light, and protection. We appreciate your messages, and they are always welcome here, just as you are, Divine. Thank you so much. Okay. So, off the top, the general message or energy for the week is the Five of Cups. Love this card because we gotta feel the sunflowers here, and they're facing the sun, and then way far up on the top of the hill, the bridge of the crest of the hill here, you have two shadows. One's bigger than the other, and it's people, one's walking away from the other. And walking towards the sun, okay? Walking towards the light in the situation, okay? So, I do feel, Gemini, with this card, this could have to do with relationships. We've got a couple people here. It's also about facing the light, facing the truth of the situation. The typical meaning of a Five of Cups is releasing what no longer serves you, letting go of, okay, and the need to walk away, and which is evident here in this card, okay. But facing the sunlight and moving on, moving forward, okay. And I do feel like this is from a relationship or into a relationship, because the next card out would have been the Page of Cups. Okay, so it's all about taking action at this time from your heart. Okay, so you could be at this time moving away from dark thinking, dark ways of thinking and being, and moving towards the light within a situation. You're capable of taking those first steps in love and being heartfelt. There could be communication given or received at this time. Okay, I do see forward movement here. Movement in both cards. Here he's ringing the doorbell, and here there's a walking away. So remember off the top, Gemini, to look at this reading in two ways. The first way is to look at it as the perspective of yourself. You're looking at yourself, your blocks and your thinking. These are the Law of Attraction cards, after all. So to look where your thoughts are and how to work through them, so if you are blocking yourself, so you can have forward movement. Second way to look at this is through your external circumstances and what thoughts created them, and to make, to see where you're at, so you can make better or different choices if you need to for the future. But here we've got definite movement on the love front. I do feel this is in a relationship, but it could be in other aspects of your life. And it doesn't have to be a love relationship. Although I do see he's holding roses here. So for many of you, it will be a romantic partnership that you're moving away from or moving into. I've got two separate reads here. One of walking away and into the light, and one moving in to a new relationship or an older relationship. So it'll be different for different ones of you. Okay, so your first card out is the Devil. I love this card. I mean, you got him, and he's sitting on a mound of skulls. Skulls are secrets. Skulls are dead, okay? So things that never worked out in the past. Skulls definitely indicate he has a lot of skeletons in his closet, or she's got a lot of skeletons in her closet. You do, meaning, or you've tried, you're needing to work on your shadow self. Okay. I love that he's sitting on top of these skulls, and he's got a palette of paint and a paintbrush. And then on the one arm it says solve, and on the other arm it says coagula, which means ties that bind in Latin. And it's needing, and then of course the pentagram on his third eye chakra, which indicates spirituality, being divinely guided to creatively solve current and past situations that have been toxic to you, that have held you back. Okay, Gemini. It's needing to take fresh, new movement, to look at something in a different way, to be creative about it. Okay, and then move forward from there. So definitely, this could be in matters of love, because the next card out has Cupid on it. Is a heart with an arrow about to go through it. Cupid's arrow, matter of fact, and this is the Five of Pentacles. This is changes in a relationship, and it's going to be creative changes. Okay, needing to make forward movement here. So there's some decision. Okay, there are ties that bind. This is a relationship with the Queen of Swords, possibly. Or somebody who has swords, Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra in their chart somewhere. Doesn't have to be sun sign, but you could definitely be dealing with a air sign within yourself. Well, you are a Gemini, so it would be within yourself, but within another as well. Okay, somebody also who takes on and acts out the traits of an air sign, as well as another thought I was just given. So There are changes to a love story here that need to be made. The love story has been toxic, unhealthy, codependent. There's some you know, skeletons in the closet, things that need to be worked out, but you are being divinely guided. With the purple, that's spiritual. With the pentagram, I see that as just a sign of spirituality. Okay. But it's definitely your shadow work that needs to be worked on here in twofold. Work within yourself, but also within the relationship, because both have shadow sides that need working on. And to work from a different perspective than you have before. Some of you will take that to a new level by walking away. Others are going to move into this relationship, possibly old, could be old or new. I do feel more old because I feel like it's been long term, so I'm just going to stick with old. Some of you will start communicating with an ex or an old lover. Others of you are going to walk away. Okay, there are two different sets of Geminis that I'm speaking for now. Know that regardless of which set you are, shadow work needs to be done within yourself. That means working on your own thoughts that are self-sabotaging you, that are limiting you and keeping you from your best in terms of love. Remember, we attract to us what we are and what we've been thinking as well. So, whatever you brought in, and if you can't handle it, that points to a place in you that needs healing, okay, Gemini? Possibly from childhood traumas or even past life traumas. Check it, you know, check into past life regression therapy, or and we're thinking about your childhood traumas in order to do some healing, okay? But I feel like regarding love in the past or even now, you're at a tug of war whether you want to start something new here, okay? This queen here, she's on a beach, so you're not on a sure footing. You got one foot up, both of them, but they're your equal, and there's only a little bit of rope left, so you're at a stalemate, and you don't want to get injured. You could get rope burn here with your hands, so you're wearing, well, one of them is wearing hand wraps to make sure they don't get hurt. I do feel like the footing's not easy, you're off balance, but you're stubborn, you're taking action, you're not releasing what needs to be released, you're not giving up on a situation that possibly could harm you, has harmed you, or will continue to harm you, and this is in matters of love. You're not sure whether or not to take on the new start, because a baby indicates just that. This is the Queen of Cups, and this is that of a pregnant woman. This is just the idea of giving birth to a new start in this relationship. You're not sure if you want to or not. The past with this person could have been very traumatic, very difficult for you, and maybe not, you know, violent in any measure, but there was definite push and pull back and forth that played with your heart. But there is a way to solve it, and it's through working on yourself and working with this other person, recognizing, you know, that there's a shadow here, and setting boundaries and working together to create a healthier relationship. Some of you are going to take it on, you know. Now, most of you, I feel, are going to want to walk away, but there are definitely some of you that are definitely thinking about, at least in part, moving forward and communicating. I don't know. I mean, yeah, there's roses here, so it indicates love, but I do feel like it's more like communication rather than jumping full head into a new start with this person. Okay, so let's see what the Enchanted map oracle has for you today. Wow, 20 cards out. Okay, so the card that came out is Talisman. And here, you know, we got a few different things. she's on a path here, this woman, right? And she's got one foot on the yin yang. So you're being called to have balance right now, okay, Gemini. But she's on a path. She's got a dragon flowing up through her garments here. She's stepping on a ruin. I wish I knew what that ruin meant. I'll have to look that up. This is a new deck, and I'm definitely going to have to look up some more of the symbols. And she's got a bunch of, I'm thinking, Nordic or other types of symbols tattooed on her shoulder. Her garment's flowing, and it's, I do feel the print on it kind of also looks like a dragon, but not sure. Anyway, she's on a path, and out in the outstretched hand, she has this purse or compass, or it's her lantern, a guiding light. She's letting her intuition guide her. I mean, it's brightly lit there. So let me go ahead and read, because these are new and I don't have them memorized. Read what this may mean for you out of the book. I'm going to have to do that for a while till I have these committed to memory for you. But it says off the top, it says, Gemini, a lesson truly learned is crystallized as earned wisdom. You have all you need for the success you seek. So here's the success you've learned, or the lesson you've learned, and you've crystallized it into wisdom. Now, the message says, wisdom allows you to recognize traps on the road and familiar patterns that you want to avoid. It also enables you to quickly gather information about where you are on your journey, and it helps you recognize your allies and know how to find the best routes along the way. Now you're at a place where you know the right things to do and the best choices to make. You really can't commit a mistake. Whatever your inquiry, great fortune awaits you, for you have wisdom to arrive at the right decision. You've learned your lessons and earned the right to success. So this is telling me that you're so grown in your growth, in your spiritual growth, or right now your instincts are completely heightened, that you know you're very familiar of the patterns, past patterns of this relationship that you're wanting to avoid, okay? You want something different with this person. You're having to commit yourself to the work necessary to bring out a new aspect in that relationship. Excuse me. So this card is all about being wise enough to avoid toxic behavior patterns in a current situation. This card is saying you're at a point where you know what information to gather to move forward in a journey, and you know who's there to help you and who's there to hinder you right now. It's saying that you're on your way to success now, and it's success for many of you in walking away. For others of you, it's the start of something new within an old relationship that might be healthier. You're trying to give birth to a new chapter in a love story. Excuse me. So, what is the tarot or the angels saying? What is their advice? What does Gemini need to know regarding this situation? What's the advice you have for them? Okay, remain positive. Okay, so within this situation, you need to remain positive. Because it's through remaining positive that you'll create positive outcomes. Okay, you attract what you think, and if you're in a positive state of mind, Gemini, you'll attract that. Along your way, you already know this, though. You have talisman here, which definitely indicates to me of spiritual heightenedness or intuitive heightenedness. That I do feel already know that in order to bring your ships in with this, to create this new start, you'll have to stay positive. For others of you, the message is you're well aware of the toxicity in a relationship and within yourself, and you're taking the steps to heal that and move on and away from it, which is indicated here by the Five of Cups. So many of you, I do feel you could be exiting out of a long-term toxic codependent relationship. For others, you know, where you would birth a new beginning for yourself. That's what this card would be. Birthing a new beginning after this relationship. For others of you, it's birthing a new beginning within a current relationship that's had a very toxic history. Okay? Just so you know, the next card out would have been peaceful resolutions. So you could take that twofold. On one hand, it could be peaceful resolutions within the relationship you're capable of working it out and moving forward. On the other hand, the peaceful resolution is walking away. You're at peace with the idea, and it's definitely the resolution for you to move, to heal, release, forgive, and let go. Okay. Beautiful. So, these are your messages for the week, or for this time, should I say. Comment below what your thoughts are on the new Oracle deck, on the new layout. If you haven't noticed, I changed the layout. Let me know how the cards here are playing out in your life, okay, Gemini? Until next time, do take care of yourself, sending you so much love and light. Namaste, dear.